Welcome back. It's NSMQ season again. I could say we're in season 30. That sounds 30. Wow. Anyway, here we are, National Science and Math Quiz. That time of the year is up again, and the schools are going to go hard at it. Sometimes I listen to, the sound bites and all of that, and what it means to the schools to win, and it's just amazing, pure joy. But joining us for that conversation, we have Nana Ekwia Boajowa Mensah Bonsu, Managing Director, Prime Time Limited. Also joining the conversation, Professor Elsie Efa Kaufman, NSMQ quiz mistress. You know her. From a certain stage, she'll be grilling the boys and girls like tilapia. Oh. Thank you for joining us in the studio. At least I got you smiling in there. Anyway, Nana Ekwia, so it's been quite a journey, 30 years. For a moment it took me time to reflect. 30 years.
30 years.
Of course, some of us started following this from the 90s, and it was so different then. It's taken on. But tell us, walk us through this 30-year endeavor. What has it been like?
Well, it's been stressful, I'm sure, all these years. But it's been fun. It's been good work, hard work. It's been interesting. It's been fulfilling. In the 10 years that I have been running it, as you know, the NSMQ was started by my father, and I started running it from 2013. And so from the time that I've been running it...
So it's been 10 years now?
Yes, it's been some 10 years now, and it's been quite a journey, quite an experience. We've learned a lot of things on the program, and we've also learned to be innovative, change things around, freshen stuff up.
Innovation.
Yes.
We've had to innovate.
We've had to innovate, and just grind through, even when you are going through a lot of difficulties. We've running a program like this, on this scale, we deal with over 500 schools every year. And running a program like this requires a really big budget. So every year has its challenges, but there's always that part about the money. And somehow we managed to sail through. Every time we've had difficulties, major difficulties, we've had an angel come in and stand in the gap for us and push us through. So you realize that we've had different major sponsors over the years. We started with Brilliant Soup from Unilever.
Brilliant Science and Math Quiz.
Yes.
That's what it was called.
Brilliant Science and Math Quiz. And the students still call it Brilla in the schools.
Yeah,
this generation, this is two generations.
I think the word brilliant sort of fits into
exactly.
They've maintained.
Exactly, and they don't even know why it's called Brilla, but yes, that's how it's gone. Guinness Ghana Brewery stood in for us and paid for everything during the time after Brilliant Soup dropped its sponsorship. And then from there to the Get Fund, and then the 2-year break because of lack of sponsorship, 2010 and 2011. And then back in 2012, thanks to the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools who lobbied...
CHAS, right.
Yes, CHAS lobbied the Ghana Education Service Council to levy the students to raise the funds to pay for the program, and then we came back, and since then it's been really good. Every year has something new. In 2 years from the relaunch, so in 2014 we moved up from it was gradual, not exactly, but 2 years is a really short time to move from 40 participating schools to 135. But then it changes the dynamics of everything immediately. And we had to change to suit the numbers and all those things that it demanded. The number of contests moving from 40 to 76, having to get...
Sounds like the European champions or the African champions.
Having to get Professor Kaufman some help by getting other quiz mistresses for the preliminary round. Now they're doing both preliminary and the 1/8.
Okay.
And changing the...
You come through from the semi-finals,
from the
right?
quarterfinals.
From the quarterfinals.
Yes. We had to change the format of the program. take out some rounds, mix some things around. We had the speed race in 2016. We had the substitution in 2019. Little things that go a long way to make the program fresh.
You've had to innovate, keep it fresh, of course,
yes.
because it must match up with time. But come to
Yes.
you, Prof. 30 years is a long time. You've not been here all through the 30 years. I remember some of those who used to. But you've been here for quite a while. How long have you been with the brand NSMQ? And how did this start for you?
I showed up on stage for the first time in 2006. But you have to understand that it takes a bit of preparation before you actually even show up on stage. So I joined the team really in 2005, but my first contest was in 2006. And it's been
So that's
an
been
interesting...
17 years.
Yes, this is the 18th year, isn't it? Yes. So it's been a long time. The contestants I meet these days were not born when I started.
I was just about to say some of them are the same age as your tenure with, your run with NSMQ.
Exactly.
Wow.
And so it's been an interesting journey. We've improved every year. I am more concerned about the technical aspects of the program. To keep people engaged for this long, you have to know something is happening in the background. The questions keep getting interesting. It's the same concepts in science and math, but every year we happen to succeed in making it seem more interesting to the students and to those who are watching. So I'm happy so far with what has happened.
You have a certain aura and a certain image that you have come up with. So I hear among the schools, especially those who may be first-time contenders, there's this thing about when they are complaining about the questions at that level, regional level, you are now starting off, then they will be told, you wait till you come to Accra and meet the woman. And the woman is Prof herself, whether it's Kumasi or Accra. When you come face to face with Prof, then you know.
Then you know you are in the competition.
Then you know you are in the competition.
Good.
You've created, there's this mystique about you. How have you handled all of that?
There is no mistake. It's just me.
It's just you.
It's just me. Obviously, I put a lot of work into the program. I am very passionate about what I do. That's just how I am. When I choose to do something, I will put my all in it. And so it's not surprising that I bring that kind of passion to the program when I'm on there. Yes.
So basically what she's saying is, I'll smile with you, but when it comes for the time for me to jab you with the questions,
it's
no mess.
business.
It is what it is.
It's
business, purely business. Let me come back to the Hikaya. So, I mean, through all this 30-year journey, there have been ups and downs, highs and lows and all of that, part of which you've spoken of, especially when it comes to the funding end of things. But now you are launching the 30th anniversary, so to speak, and this 30th campaign, if you like. Yes. What's going to be happening there? Tell us a bit more about that.
We have a lot that's happening. We are launching the National Championship tomorrow.
Okay.
At 3 p.m. at the Nat Hall. So we'll be doing the balloting for the prelims there. So the schools know in advance who they are meeting at the prelims and can prepare for that. And then afterwards, we move to Kumasi. This year, we are doing two centers, so 2 regions. We'll do the prelims to the semi-final in Kumasi, and then we'll come back to Accra, to the National Theatre for the grand finale.
Okay.
And it's going to be really interesting.
So when is balloting and all of that happening?
So the balloting for the prelims is happening tomorrow at the launch, and then the balloting for the 1/8 will happen in Kumasi after the prelims. So we'll have the CEDAS schools join us in there. We're doing a few things that are different this time. We have the private schools joining in as a group, a block this time.
As a block?
7 of them, yes, there are 7 of them. Over the years, we've had 1 or 2 of them join in. But
wait, the time when Sunrise, I remember Sunrise, they pulled
Yes.
Sunrise. Were they a private institution?
they're private schools. So
I do
we've had
recall, at
1 or
least they
2
came
of
to
them.
mind.
Yes, so they're coming back with their brothers and sisters on the private side to join in. And we also have a few things we're doing differently. For example, the regional and zonal champions who are not seeded this year are getting a wild card entry into the 1/8. Because if you look at it, I mean, they've earned it. If you're able to beat the seeded schools in your region and win the regional championship, you should start at the top with the top ones, right?
So the launch is happening, balloting is going to happen. When you look at the
Yes.
caliber of schools that have come through the regionals and all of that this time, or those who are going to be featuring, what would you say? What would you say? I mean, every year comes with its own crop of schools, surprises, shocks, big shocks.
Yes.
Sometimes
we love
you look at
those
it and be
ones.
like, hey,
we
how
love
did that
those
happen?
ones. We love the shocks because it tells us that something is happening at the schools. When you have a school that nobody's expecting to go far, and then the school comes and is sucking everybody, whipping the big boys and girls left, right, and center. We love it because it just tells you that the program is really for everybody. And all you need to do is to prepare well for it. If you prepare well, you are going to do well in the competition. So we like it when it happens that way. We've seen a lot of that over the years. We're happy about it. We say in our offices that we've caused a revolution.
I mean, it becomes a bit boring
with a
when
pen,
it's the
yes.
same old schools, and
Exactly.
that went on for quite a while. But now it's
Exactly.
getting pretty exciting.
The
I mean, when
diversity.
Keta came in,
Yes.
Keta SHDS came in, for
Yes.
example, who would have
Yes.
thought? I mean, it's a good school.
Keta has been there.
No, it's not.
every
It's
year.
not that. I mean, the force with which, if you look at their
okay.
previous performances,
Yes.
vis-a-vis when they went to the finals,
Yes.
so it's that way. You must always aspire.
Yes.
The schools from the Volta region, I schooled at Bishop Herman, so
Right.
I've
Alright.
always been supporting the Ola girls, Bishop Herman,
Right.
Keta.
Right.
It's really good to see them. But before I come to you in terms of prizes up for grabs and maybe give you the opportunity to acknowledge some sponsors, let me come to Prof. There's this thing that has happened for 30 years running. You know what that thing is?
No, you tell me.
No girls' school has won the trophy. No girls' school for 30 years. What's going on, Prof?
Well, maybe this is the year. Who knows?
What is it? I mean, you look at it, what reflects on the national level when it comes to, for example, science education and the schools. You would usually see the Gehes, the Abugis, the Olas, and up there, Holy Child. But when it comes
Yes.
to, you know,
It's not
this
about,
level,
it's not
they
about
simply don't
technical-
feature.
It's not about technical competence because they are very able. If it were about technical competence, the girls' schools would have won long ago. It's a little bit also about the strategy and the gamesmanship and the preparation. This is a game. It's a high-level
Is it
game.
that some of them are too tense? They can't take the pressure. Is it the pressure?
Sometimes there's the
Because
psychological.
we may know the thing, but
there's
when
a
you're on the spot and you're
psychological-
being pushed.
Yes, sometimes there's a psychological barrier as well, and so we encourage the schools to
And I'm bringing this up so that if that be the case, we can also groom them in that to become.
yes. There's a psychological
better boys.
aspect of it. So if the schools would give the students professional, psychological support, counseling, right from the first day, then when we come onto the program and we give our psychological support, because we do have a team of psychologists who work on the students, and then you get the results that you're looking for. But I must say that a lot of the time the girls' schools leave their preparation till too late. Most
really?
of them, yes. I know for
Some
a
of these
fact.
boys' schools, they are, in fact, the Form 1s, once they come in,
Yes.
they start with. Are you telling me the girls are not doing that?
No. I know for a fact that this team that is coming this year from Wesley Girls is the first team ever selected from Form 2. Everybody else has been from Form 3. And they select after mock. So by the
For
time
example,
they select...
last year when Bishop Herman went all the way to, they were the Form 2s who had now come to Form 3.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So
They had contested in Form 2, and now they have come
Right.
to Form 3 and a lot of
Right.
Yes.
No, but this Wesley Girls team was chosen in Form 2 and they started training from there. Whereas in the boys' schools, they start the selection from Form 1. So by the time you get to Form 2,
it
there's
starts even before that. If you listen to the contestants, they decided to go to certain boys' schools because they watched the program and wanted to be their contestants.
Yes.
So the game had already started for them even
Before
before they
getting to
entered.
school.
Yes.
Now the girls come in and they don't have that kind of preparation. I told you it's a high-level game. In fact, you need to know when to leave a question alone and when to answer it. You need to know when.
Because there are some cases where answering and missing out on a question means you lose points.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's a game of strategy, and you need to know your teammates. You need to know your strengths. You need to know when to go for it and when not to go for it. If you have not had enough time preparing and getting ready for this kind of thing, you are now doing double thinking
I am
at
going
the last
to
minute.
do something that probably you are both women. I shouldn't be the only advocate here. So I'm saying, while we are not going to twist any arms to, I think both of you should also do as much as possible to sensitize the girls on some of the things they need. Because if the boys are doing it, all I'm saying is equal opportunity so that the girls as well can put their best foot
I have
forward.
been doing it. I talk to anyone who will ask me. I don't hold anything back. Of course, I don't know the details of the planning of any particular school, but I tell them what the program is about, what the competition is like. All you have to do is ask me, and I tell them. Even now, I'm saying it. What more do you need me to do? I cannot be a contestant.
You can't be a contestant, and if you were, you wouldn't know the questions. But obviously, if you were, you wouldn't know the questions. Before we wrap up on this conversation, I'll come back to you on what some of your most cherished moments are on this and what you're looking forward to this year. But for you, what prizes are at stake this year, and any sponsors to acknowledge?
Oh yes. We make it a point to make this competition exciting in every way. So we have the grand prizes for the finalists. So a total of 70,000 for the winning school.
How much of this goes to the...
So 20,000 to the students, 20,000 to the teachers, and then 30,000 to the school. To the school.
Right.
And it goes on from there. We have other prizes. We have GOIL. GOIL is now a partner sponsor, and so they've also upped their game when it comes to the prizes. You know, they've been sponsoring the GOIL Riddle Bonanza for since 2020, I believe. Yes, and this year is GOIL Super.
Oh, okay.
Super Riddle Bonanza. So now previously you only got an award for 3 correct riddles or 4 correct riddles. Now, even if you get 1 riddle correct, you are going to get something, which is good news to everybody. Prudential Life Insurance is back with the NSMQ Star. So we have that. Airtel Tigo 80 is back with the highest scorer of the day. We have the usual special prizes, the Dr. Kim Kwekume Prize for the most impressive run, which goes to the Category C school that goes the farthest in the competition, minimum of quarterfinals. We have the Jacob and Elizabeth Banfo Award to the teachers of the school that gets the most impressive run. So that's for the most impressive run. We have the best team sponsored by Bubune Adi. Fans from 1999, they were the champions that year. And he instituted this prize in the name of Professor Marian Iramadi, and it's been running since 2015. We have 2 new prizes.
Tell me about those.
Yes, so we have the Good Energy Double Champion Award. That's sponsored by GOIL. You know, since we started the regional championship, which is another innovation, and in 2019, the winners of the competition have all been regional champions. And it's a big thing, but we've taken it for granted because from the get-go...
It's always a regional champion that wins.
From the get-go, it's...
I guess that's the starting point, to be a regional champion.
Be a regional champion, yes. So if you're a regional champion...
Or a zonal champion.
Yes, regional or zonal, yes.
Volta Region OT.
Yes.
So,
So that, yes, in 2021 we had three champions, regional or zonal champions in the finals. So Prempeh, Presec, and Keta Senior High School. So there's a double champion sponsored by GOIL. It's called Good Energy. And then we have an award instituted in honor of Prof. Elsie Kaufman. It's yes. So from a mentee of hers, instituted that, and that one will go to any one of the top runners up that we promote. Okay. So sometimes to make up the numbers for maybe a round, we promote the top runners up from the previous round or the previous to join in. So whether you join in as a top runner up from the regionals or from the prelims, the one who goes the farthest is going to get that award.
So it looks like quite a package this year with the add-ons. So more prizes to be won. And it also means that some schools can earn multiple prizes along the way. And even apart from maybe winning the ultimate, the 70K and everything, you can win personal prizes along the way. And you make some money while because the economy had. Coming to you, Prof. So maybe I should do this. I'll come to Prof and then sponsors. You acknowledge them and then we'll tap on.
Thank you.
What would be your fondest memory or memories in NSMQ? Do you have any one or ones that really stand out?
Interestingly, when I finish a contest, I don't remember anything.
Wow.
It's a clean slate.
You're like a priest who hears confessions.
Yes, I have to do that. So I usually don't remember the details of any contest.
Okay.
But what I remember and what I treasure most is the interactions with the young people, and especially the ones that keep up with me. They keep in touch and let me know how they are doing.
Are you getting any of them getting into your field of engineering?
Oh, plenty of them. I have many biomedical engineers around the world now.
Awesome.
Yes. Awesome. So it's been amazing. They keep in touch with me. They let me know how they are doing, and they share their successes with me. Sometimes they meet each other in an interesting country, and then they will call me to let me know they are having a reunion. Those are the best. Those are the best things.
Wow.
And when I see them in person, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's part of the impact. Eventually, we don't want it to just be sitting down and studying very hard, and then we come and that's it. No, it must have an impact, and we must see that. Final words. Acknowledgements of sponsors as well.
You don't want me to talk about the impact?
Oh, well, go ahead. We're running out of time. Right. We have 2 minutes max to wrap.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then let me say thank you to our sponsors. And then if there's time, then I can talk about one or two things that nobody's thought about, but it's still an impact. When you think about pop culture, and people saying, "Oh, this one is the problem of the day. We need somebody to solve it," and the SIG tune from the NSMQ. But we've had lots of people who've got scholarships, used the NSMQ as supporting, to be able to get scholarships. And through our sponsorship agreements with Academic City and University College and Accra College of Medicine, we've been giving scholarships to students. Last year, the Tumfo Osei-Tutu II Foundation gave a scholarship to any one of the contestants who would pursue a STEM-related program at the KNUST.
Okay.
So that is still going on. So I'd like to say a very big thank you to those sponsors for the scholarships. Our main sponsor, Ghana Education Service, through the Ministry of Education, is our main sponsor, and we are really grateful for all the support that they give us, all the support they've given us in various ways over the last 30 years. GOIL PLC, our new partner sponsor, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, AT&T, Pepsodent. Unilever is back this year, our 30th anniversary, and they are jazzing up the speed race with Pepsodent. Beta Malt, the Ghanaian Academic Research Network, Garnet, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, and Academic City. We have Cowbell from Promasidor, Bell Aqua, GTP. You see, we are wearing some really beautiful new designs. Thanks to GTB.
So we can't SMQ.
We haven't forgotten Absa Bank and then YFM. So these are our sponsors. But
Okay.
yes, 30 years, there's been a lot.
We've also collaborated with you for a while.
Oh, yes. The
Multimedia Group.
Multimedia Group, how could I forget? We love the collaboration that we have with
Yes, sir. Next time when you come for the interview. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so
for
much.
those acknowledgements. And of
Everybody.
course, the impact after 30 years, it's unbelievable. The footprint is massive. Final words, Prof, and we're out of here.
Yes, 30th anniversary, new year, new competition. Let's all enjoy it.
Yes.
When you hear the
Yes.
ding dong and then problem of the day, I wouldn't be there to help you solve it. I'll be solving Ghana's problems here with our guests. But this has been our cap-off conversation on the AM show. NSMQ is back, and of course, you're going to be treated with everything you've expected and much more in the latest season. Those who joined us in the studio, Nanekwe Abuajawa Mensa Buntu, Managing Director, Primetime Limited. She's a daughter of one of my former lecturers, one of my favorites, but we'll leave that for another day. And then Professor Elsie Efa Kaufman, Director, actually NSMQ Quiz Mistress. The Director is the one I've already mentioned. And that's how we cap off the day. But before...